folks, Rich here at RCINFORMER.com. Thanks for checking out this video on the LX Models YF-23 from BananaHobby.com. This is a very cool airplane, guys. I'm real excited to get into this one and show it to you. This is a twin 70mm electric jet model, 250 amp speed controllers, runs on a 4000 6S pack, has fully retractable landing gear, guys. Flaps and even brakes, wheel brakes on the airplane. So the YF-23, for those of you who don't know, it was the competitor against the U.S. Air Force's YF-22 back in the early 90s. They were both competing for the Air Force contract, and the YF-22 actually won the contract, and the YF-23 never got produced. So it's pretty unique to get an airplane like this, guys, that was never actually put into production. Only two were ever built in the world for test flying. Rumor has it it was actually a stealthier airplane and a little faster than the YF-22, but due to production issues or something like that, they went with the YF-22. But anyway, guys, this is going to be an unboxing of the airplane. Check links at the end of the video here, guys, for other videos in this series. I'm going to definitely have a flight demo and possibly a link at the end too for sort of a building guide, depending on what I find when I get into it. But anyway, guys, here's the outside of the box. I'm going to go ahead and open it up and show you what's inside. With the box top removed, you can see all the parts inside, guys, nicely bagged and secured with these foam bulkheads here. LX Models usually does a really nice job securing the model so it doesn't get damaged during transport. Let me go ahead and get all the parts, lay them out, and we'll take a closer look. Here's the layout of all the parts that came out of the box, and although this airplane is probably intended for an intermediate to advanced flyer, there's no doubt the assembly of this airplane, guys, is actually quite simple. Just an overview, you have the main fuselage piece here that has the fans, motors, ESCs, most of the electronics are installed in there, landing gear. The nose section, which simply just glues right on, and we'll use epoxy for that. The nose cone, which is actually magnetic, so you don't need to glue that on at all. A parts bag right here, and then the two main wings and the two V-tail sections. And I think the V-tails will glue on. I think the main wings just plug in, but we'll see when we get into it. And then, of course, the instruction manual, guys. So very minimal gluing, very simple assembly, guys, to get this together with, again, I think only the canopy or the cockpit front section of the fuselage that glues, and probably the two tail pieces that glue on. The rest of it bolts together. Now, guys, let's take a closer look at each of the parts to give you a little more detail on them. The first part up I want to show you guys is the front fuselage section. The whole airplane is made of EPO, so it's real rugged. A real nice battery compartment in here for the 4-cell 6000 pack. There's also a little foam block back there that you probably can trim to put a longer pack, so we'll kind of see how it goes. The canopy latching mechanism is pretty unique. I hadn't really seen one like this. It has these sort of off-center holes that you just sort of insert, and you slide the canopy backwards, and it locks into place. It's a little cumbersome getting it off while I'm doing this on camera, so I showed it to you off first, and now I'm just sort of showing you how it goes on. You literally just put this canopy on like this, guys. You slide it back, and you can see it locks into position like that. So, you know, as the airplane's going forward, it really shouldn't come off the airplane. It looks like a really nice, slick and lightweight design. Also, the front nose cone is magnetic, guys. No glue really is needed here. And the reason for this, guys, is the nose wheel steering servo is right there. So in order to get at it, they made this thing magnetic, and it literally simply just plugs on like that. Coming out the back here, you guys, you've got your retract channel. And your nose wheel steering channel that literally is just going to plug probably right into a Y harness into the receiver. So the retract mechanism looks really nice, guys. Nice aluminum plate, nice really solid metal trunnion in there. This is sort of a different set of gear that may be proprietary to LX Models, and a really nice metal strut. I heard online some guys were saying this is plastic, but nope, this thing is metal, guys. And it looks like a very tough rubber wheel in here. And you can see these bungees in here that go to these steering rods. They're actually springs here for the steering mechanism, guys. And you can see there is suspension in this gear. Probably about the only thing I would like to see on this thing would have been a nose gear door to open and close. But for the most part, it looks like a very, very rugged strut. So should be able to handle, you know, a well-groomed grass surface as well, which is what I fly off of, guys. So real nice quality overall, guys, on this this nose section. Next up, guys, we have one of the main wing panels, all EPO foam again, guys. All hinged with nylon hinges. It's probably a good idea to give a tug on these things. Make sure they put enough glue in there. These look like they are. You flip this around, there's an anti-rotation pin right here. And there are two pieces here you glue here to attach the wing. There's an aluminum spar running through here, and you do plug an aluminum spar into here, which actually goes into the wing. So, and these two locking devices that you're going to glue in place allow you to actually remove the wing. So these wings are removable. There's two servos pre-installed right here, guys. One for the flap, one for the aileron. And you just simply mount your horns to this, and you attach your wing. So it's nice that there are removable wings on this thing. The only thing, the condition of this thing is awesome. The only thing I noticed was the tip of the flap here. Got a little dinged in the box, but it's not a real big deal. I just sort of bent it back, and it's good to go. So, but for the most part, guys, real quality, real nicely built wing on this airplane. Here's a quick look at one of the V-tails on this airplane. All EPO foam again, guys, like the rest of the airplane, all nylon hinges. Again, not a bad idea to give these a little tug, make sure there's enough glue in there, but very nice decal application. The ATF insignia and the Air Training Command insignia. The servo is nicely installed in there, and again, screws on so you can remove it. And this just really just glues right to the back of the fuselage, guys. And again, this is one of the few parts that you do glue in position. But all you have to do is attach your horn, just like with the wings, with the ailerons and the flaps, connect your rod, and these pieces are going to be ready to go on the airplane. Super nice quality, guys. The last part up I have to show you guys is also the largest and the most significant. This is the heart of the whole entire airplane, guys, the main fuselage section here. This houses everything, guys. Both fans, both motors, both ESCs, both main retracts, and a significant amount of the electronics are in here, guys. Like I said, this is pretty much the heart of the airplane, and it's a feat of dexterity for me to get to hold this thing in front of the camera to show you. Now, what I did is there's this hatch on the bottom which really houses everything. It's all nicely tucked in there, but I pulled it all out so I can show you what's in here, guys. The main power wires, obviously, that hooks up the battery to the entire system, and there's a lot of things in here that are definitely worth noting. There's 3 boards in here in addition to all the wires that you're going to plug in for your elevators, rudders, retracts, and everything. The first board up here that I want to show you guys is a retract controller board. So there's a separate controller board to drive all 3 retracts up and down. Also, there's a board here for the brake controller, which you really don't need to use if you're taking off or landing on grass, or you know, you have a long runway and you really don't need the brakes. You don't really even need to connect this. I fly off grass and probably will not need it, but I might just take this out to a runway somewhere and give you guys a brake demo during the flight video to show you how well this works. And the last board in here, which is really nice that they supply, is a separate BEC, guys. So there's a lot to this airplane, and a lot of items that they've included with this thing. And again, all these things are really just tucked down into this compartment when you get the airplane. I pulled it out first like this so I could show it to you and then kind of get it out of the way and let you see the rest of it. I'll talk more about this, guys, probably when I get a building sort of guide together on this thing and show you a little bit about getting the airplane together. But overall, guys, you can see the retractable landing gear in this thing. All metal, guys, and suspension drag link types with compression struts on them and everything. Also, you can see this wire running up here for the brakes, and you can see these wheels move pretty freely, guys. So they're no doubt probably on ball bearings. So real nice set of bearing gear. Again, all metal struts and linkages, all metal trunnions. Just really impressed with the retracts. Now moving along here to the underside of the belly, you can see these 4 screw tabs here. That's no doubt to get at the EDF fans and the motors if you do need to get in there. Now taking a look at these sides of the wings, you can see the plug-ins right here, the main spar slot, the connectors for the flaps and the ailerons, and the anti-rotation pinhole right here. As I flip this thing around towards the back, You can see your servo connector for your V-tail right here. You're going to glue that V-tail on here and just connect your V-tail right there. You can see one of the fans in there and one of the fans there on the other side, and they're already installed. You don't really have to do anything to it. Real neat design on this thing, guys. Very smooth, very stealthy. Again, designed. This airplane's designed to approach by stealth and not be seen by radar. Again, you can see the fan way down in there towards the back of the airplane. Overall, guys, this fuselage is real rugged, all EPO, nice and tough. A lot of features to this thing. Definitely an A+ for the quality of this fuselage. Here's a quick look at the hardware bag included with the YF-23. You can see the 4 wing joiners here that break up actually into 2 pieces each, so there's 8 total pieces. They glue to the wings and the fuselage, and with this screw you can install and uninstall your wings, so the wings are removable. You also have the main wing spars here, these aluminum tubes that also come off the airplane. On the other side here, just miscellaneous parts, mostly clevises, rods, and horns to connect to your flight control surfaces. Overall, guys, looks like a real complete parts bag. Last but not least, guys, is the instruction manual for the YF-23. I took a quick look through this, guys, and it looks like it mostly gets you through the building process. This is really set up mostly for, you know, if you buy a kit, it really goes through really assembling the kit version of this airplane. And this is the ARF version, guys, the receiver ready, which goes together pretty easily. Probably the biggest item I note in most of my videos here, guys, that's good to know, real necessary to know, is the center of gravity, guys. They show it at 82 millimeters aft of where the leading edge of the wing meets the leading edge of the fuselage right here. So, you know, I'll test that out, let you know how that works out in the flight demo portion. Also, they provide you with an ESC programming manual, which is really nice. So that lets you set up the low voltage cutoff, timing, reset the defaults, and so forth. So it's very nice that they give you this programming guide to show you how to reprogram those ESCs. Anyway, guys, that pretty much concludes this out-of-the-box review here, guys, of the YF-23 from LX Models and Banana Hobbies. Be sure to check out the links at the end of this video. There'll definitely be a link for a flight demo and probably a building guide or just a sort of a setup and a building tips link as well to help you get this airplane going. Anyway, guys, once again, check this plane out at bananahobby.com. Thanks for checking out RC Informer and watching this video on the YF-23. And as always, we'll see you next time.